You're watching Friday Night Blitz on Newswatch 12.
Welcome to another week of Friday Night Blitz. Thanks for joining us. I'm Madison Marie.
And I'm Peyton Manny. Well, this week of Friday Night Blitz features just 4 teams that are left in the playoffs, and 2 of those 4 teams played tonight.
The Cascade Christian Challengers and the Henley Hornets started off the quarterfinals tonight, and the Mazama Vikings and Gold Beach Panthers will play tomorrow.
We will give you a little preview into those games later on, but let's start with our games tonight, and starting with the number 2 Cascade Christian Challengers taking on the number 7 Lapine Hawks.
The second seed Challengers taking on the Hawks out at a rainy Spiegelberg Stadium. Well, rainy until game time. And this is how we start. After over 8 minutes of possession to start off, the Challengers couldn't make anything work against the Hawks' tough to break defense. Lapine takes over the Challengers in the Challengers end zone, inches a few forward, but ends up stuck. And then Lapine's Chase Campbell goes down with a knee injury, and we'll have about a 30-minute delay. Teams have to rewarm back to the game. We're still up in the first. Keith Reed finds Tristan Wallace for 40 yards. Zoom, angle switch. He's in the end zone. First Challengers touchdown of the night. Early in the second now, the man of the hour, Cameron Ragu, runs this one in for 29 yards. Cascade Christian leads 14-0. 2 minutes left in this long first half. And a tackle, I dodge a tackle from Bodie Sample as he hits the turf and 82 yards to the house. The 2-point conversion isn't good, but the Challengers strike again.
Final out at Spiegelberg Stadium, 49-6 Cascade Christian. The Challengers will go on to play Dayton next week. The Challengers remain undefeated this year and are keeping this win streak going into the semifinals.
And what a way to finish off the night. Well, the number 4 Henley Hornets hosted the number 5 Estacada Rangers. Let's see how it went.
We're going to start off quick. First quarter, Henley's QB Shaw Stork hands it off to running back Logan Whitlock. Whitlock hits the sideline, but then he's going to cut back in, making Estacada miss, and he finds the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. Hornets lead 7-0. But this would not be an easy game because here come the Rangers. Rangers QB Corey James hands it to Tucker Jackson. He finds the gap up the middle for the Rangers touchdown. They miss the extra point, 7-6, Henley leads. Second quarter, Rangers put up 3 more on the board with a field goal. Rangers lead 9-7. Third quarter now, the Hornets put up 3 as well, taking the lead back 10-9. But with just seconds left in the third quarter, the Rangers threatening on offense. James tosses it to Jackson, and Jackson hits the gap for the touchdown again, and the 2-point conversion is good, 17-10. But don't count out those Hornets. Here comes Stork. He runs out of pressure, hits Owen Chaney for the Hornets touchdown. But the extra point was blocked, 17-16, Rangers lead.
And the final score of tonight's game, 17-16 Rangers. Unfortunately, Henley's season ends tonight.
This is only our second loss, but yeah, proud of how far we went, and obviously like another week with the guys, but just proud of them and want to care for them as much as I can right now.
Coming up, we are going to preview those playoff games kicking off tomorrow and hear what the coaches have to say about how their team will match up with their opponent. Stick around. You're watching Friday Night Blitz.
Friday Night Blitz, presented by Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to compete. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. I think I played 8 when I was a kid. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. We grew together as a community. We grew together as teams. When I drive by there, I have dozens of memories that go through my head. Abbeys isn't just a pizza parlor. Abbeys was home.
Are you tired of looking for a new vehicle and being told you have to wait? At Jim Siegel, this Honda Passport Trail Sport is on the lot and ready to be bought. Yep, this rugged all-wheel drive Passport Trail Sport with its powerful V6 engine is on the lot today at Jim Siegel. Want more good news? Your trade may never be worth more. Paid for or not, even if you don't buy ours, we want your trade. Chevys, Hondas, and Nissans on the lot and ready to be bought at Jim Siegel Grants Pass.
Look! It's easy to say things. Anyone can do that.
Look closer.
Meaning what you say, that's a little harder. And a little harder to find. But at US Cellular, when we say you get unlimited data for $29.99 per line, we don't mean only if you get 4 lines. we mean $29.99 per line, even one. Plus, every plan is price protected for every customer.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Welcome back to Friday Night Blitz on Newswatch 12.
Tomorrow, the #1 Mazama Vikings are hosting the #8 Scappoose Indians. After a strong performance in round 1, beating Seaside 49-6, the Vikings have all the momentum heading into the quarterfinals.
We've said it once and we'll say it again. This Mazama team is a powerhouse in 4A, and they're hungry for that championship.
That they are. Coming into this game, the Vikings have been focused heavily on their offense, and the Vikings have been firing on all cylinders, whether that be in the air or on the ground. The Vikings head coach Vic Lee said last week that his team has multiple offensive weapons.
And that will be the main challenge for the Indians in tomorrow's game. The Vikings have been able to put an average of 45 points a game on their opponents this season, and the most they've given up in a game was 36 to the Henley Hornets. Here's what Coach Lees has to say about their matchup against the Indians.
You know, we break down the film, teach it to the boys as much as we possibly can, and come out here and prepare. You know, we've had 2 film sessions already this week to show them what they're going to be seeing out here, and then we try to do the best we can to give them a live look. You know, nobody at this level really gets a really good look during practice, because they're not a varsity caliber team in your scout group, but we try to do the best we can.
Kickoff is set for tomorrow afternoon at Vikings Stadium. We'll have coverage of this game for you tomorrow with highlights and an updated score on College Football Game Night.
And our other quarterfinal matchup taking place tomorrow is the #6 Gold Beach Panthers heading to Colton, Oregon to take on the #3 Colton Vikings.
In round 1 last week, Colton shut out Toledo 50-0, while Gold Beach struggled at Taft, only winning 12-6. But we do know a win is a win.
Yes, it is. Gold Beach quarterback Jake Westerman is dynamic on the ground, accounting for both of the Panthers' touchdowns in round 1. But the Panthers' offense has been able to put up some good numbers this season, winning by an average of 49 points through 8 games. And some offensive threats to pair with Westerman include wide receiver Zane Gibson and running back Landon Miller.
Both Colton and Gold Beach finished the season with an 8-1 record. And like Gold Beach, Colton put up an average of 46 points throughout 8 games. Here's what head coach Chris Higgins told Newswatch 12 Sports about their matchup this Saturday.
I have a junior class who's just who grew up together and played since they were kids together, and they're just a good group of kids and good group of parents, and we have a few stud seniors on our team that help, and we keep getting our success last year helped us bring in more numbers this year to our football team at the beginning of the year, and this group is special for many reasons.
Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. at Colton High School tomorrow afternoon. We will also have a score update and highlights from this game as well on College Football Game Night tomorrow night.
Well, coming up, we have a very busy day of college football tomorrow, and our Oregon football teams are also playing at home. We'll have a preview of those matchups coming up. You're watching Friday Night Blitz.
We're heading into my foundation 16 years this summer. We do a lot of things. We cover a lot of sports fees and make sure that kids individually can play the sport that they love without any hindrance whatsoever. Because of my cancer diagnosis and my fight that I had back in 1999, I had people pay for my medical bills, and so now we're raising money to help pay for people's cancer fight. This foundation is near and dear to my heart, and Abby's Pizza has been a part of that every step of the way.
Friday Night Blitz, presented by Abby's Legendary Pizza.
America was built from lumber, which is why at American Lumber we believe that quality should never be a compromise. We have everything you need for your indoor and outdoor projects. Subflooring, 2x4s, OSB, fiber on decking, and all the hardware in between. American Lumber offers top-of-the-line customer service to get you back to building. We even offer delivery services and will drop materials right off where you need them. Come down to American Lumber today, located in White City. Be American, buy American.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, carefully knead dough. Step 2, artfully spread sauce. Step 3, add fresh mozzarella and assemble toppings. Step 4, realize we already did all that for you, so all you have to do is bake it. For a limited time only, get the Hog Heaven Pizza with Canadian bacon, ground sausage, and crispy bacon. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Look, we know that health coverage is important, but we also know it can be a big expense. That's why you should start with OregonHealthcare.gov. Here, you can find savings on coverage. The average Oregonian saves $483 per month. You may get more, or you may get less, but chances are you will get help. Last year, over 79% of people who signed up received financial help. That could be you too. Go to OregonHealthcare.gov today.
The clock is ticking down to turkey time, and you know we got the deals. During the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spent and watch the savings add up. Or check out special purchases while they last and save over 50%. Plus 4 years no interest financing. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices, guaranteed. There's a lot to be thankful for during the Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Welcome back to Friday Night Blitz on Newswatch 12.
Tomorrow, the SOU Raiders play their last game of the season against the Eastern Oregon Mountaineers, a team they beat with ease 42-14 back in October.
And tomorrow, the Raiders will be honoring their seniors for their last game as a Raider. The guys hit the field for practice this week one last time this season.
The Raiders are entering their game against the Mountaineers with a 3-6 record, losing their past 3 games. And while this isn't the record they were hoping for this season, it is not Eastern Oregon's record.
The Mountaineers are coming on into this game with a 1-9 record, losing their last 2 games. This week at practice, the Raiders were focusing on finishing out the season strong.
At practice this week, the Raiders were emphasizing executing their game plan and focusing on playing to their true potential so they can end the season on a high note and send their seniors out with a win.
It's kind of crazy. It hasn't really hit me yet. Like, I know it will once I'm walking out there with my parents and stuff, but just hearing every day, like this week, oh, it's your last Sunday meeting, oh, it's your last Monday, last lift, like all that stuff. So it's kind of hitting me as the week's going, and I'm going to miss it for sure, but I'm glad I got to spend 5 years here with my brother. So.
Well, from Ashland to Eugene, the Washington Huskies are heading to Eugene to take on the Oregon Ducks at Autzen Stadium. The Oregon Ducks are 8-1 this season, and they just hit number 6 in the college football playoff rankings.
The Washington Huskies are 7-2 this season, sitting at number 25 in the college football rankings.
It's no secret that Bo Nix and the Oregon Ducks are having a great season. The Auburn transfer Nix has changed this offense drastically, throwing for 2,495 yards already this season and rushing for 457 total yards.
And while dual threat quarterback plays a huge role in the offense, Bucky Irving, Noah Whittington, and Troy Franklin also know how to make Nix look good.
We'll see how Bo Nix and the Oregon's offense compare to Michael Penix Jr. and Washington's offense tomorrow.
I mean, I grew up, there's only one thing worse than a beaver, it's a husky. That was what my dad taught me when I was young, and you know, it means a lot in the community to all the Duck fans, and you know, I can remember there's a lot of good memories watching the Ducks play the Huskies growing up. like I said, it just means a lot to the community, this game does.
And tomorrow, Reser Stadium will be packed with Beaver fans because the Oregon State Beavers are taking on the Cal Bears. The Beavers lost to Washington last week, 24-21.
And they lost their top 25 spot as well. Let's check out what's heading into this matchup.
The Beavers are taking on the Bears tomorrow at 6 p.m. and we'll have highlights tomorrow for you on College Football Game Night.
Thank you so much for joining us for another Friday Night Blitz.
We'll see you tomorrow.